Hey, it's Barnaby Anderson here from CFIRE, and I'm going to walk you through right now how to basically get your new XAB account. This is the XAB XRP Automated AI Arbitrage Trading Bot. It's a mouthful, right? But you just call it XAB for short. And you need to get the referral link from the person who's invited you, because that's the only way you can actually get started here, because there's no way to actually sign up directly from the main xabclub.com website. So xab.com, that's where we are. And I've already got my account. So hopefully you've got your referral link, the person who's invited you. I'm going to show you where to even get that. So this is me logging in, and you can see that's my user ID. And look, it's wanting some verification that I'm actually a human, which is kind of funny, right? Given that we're on a AI bot website. It's asking for everything that looks like a bus. Hopefully I got all those correct. Look at that. It says that I'm not a robot. How cool is that? So now I'm going to click sign in, and it's going to ask me, whoop, isn't that the way? But you want to see everything in real time, right? So let's just do that again. Sometimes, with tech, there can be these little bugs. So all we do is we just go back. Look at this. We're just doing it all. I'm just going to do the refresh on that so you can see exactly. Here we go. I'm logging in. Maybe it's going to remember that I'm not a robot. Look at that. No, it wants me to do it again. There's the motorcycle, everybody. And I want some traffic lights this time too. Look at that. I'm going to get all them. And I'm not a robot. Very cool. Signing in. And this time, look at that. It's working. So I have to pop in this OTP, which is a little number. I've just grabbed that in my email. So I'm going to copy that over. I find it easier to just copy that. And yes, I'm on my computer. You might be doing this on your phone. You probably are. So it's going to be very, very similar. And so look at this invitation. As soon as we're logging into the March Bangkok Global Convention. So I'm just going to close that for now, because you might want to look at that. And you can see I'm already logged in. Now it happens to be a Tuesday, which is the perfect day to come in here and actually review all of this, because I need to, every Tuesday, you want to mark this in your calendar, right? This is the day you have to come in once a week and turn on your auto trading bots. You need to do that. It could even be, depending on where you are in the world, it could be late in the evening of a Monday and all through Tuesday. You don't want to miss that. That's how you get your passive income happening. And you can see here that I've already got my bot working away. I've already earned, just for free in the last couple of weeks, over 118 XRP, which is pretty good, right? So that's pretty fantastic. Now you can see here, I've just logged in, and automatically you can see there's my referral link right there on the homepage. I can just click copy that, and it's copied it, as you can see. And this is designed for mobile. So you can see here, it looks exactly on your mobile phone, exactly like this, okay? Now, if you're brand new to this, you won't actually have any earnings reports or any XRP volume or any affiliates in your network, etc. So you won't have all of that. So you can see I've got a bit already going on. I've already funded my wallet, and I'm just showing you first step. That's where you get your referral link right there, as you saw. The next step is you want to get a package in here. Okay. Now you can see that all of my bots, okay, they're not actually active, because I was waiting to make this video to show you. Okay, so how do we know that they're not active? Because they're not moving. Forget this little happy Sonic guy who's running along. We need our bots in the middle here to be blue and waving and moving. Okay, now I've already got these packages. As you can see, I've got a 50 XRP package 1, a 450 XRP package 2. I've even got an XRP 10 package, that's 3, and even a 77 XRP package. Now, how did I get those? Because those are not, like, especially the 77, okay? We click on add package here, right? And you can see here that right away, it's got the packages below. Now we want to user type self as the user type and payment fund wallet, okay? We're just going to leave those where they are. and the packages are here. You can see that automatically there's like a 50, 100, all the way up to a 10,000 XRP, which would be close to $20,000. That would be more like around 19,000 US dollars for the highest package. And the smallest package there in the list would be a bit less than a $100. Okay, and there's always a 1 XRP charge, you can see, which is because XRP at the moment, as of this recording, it's around $1.90. It's less than $2. That's how you can easily, so it's pretty easy to do the calculation here. Now, what is cool is there's a custom pack in here, custom. So when we click on custom, that's how you saw me being able to, do my, for example, my 77. But the lowest one you can do is 10, okay? 10 is the lowest if you want to get started with a very small package, and it adds the 1. So that's when you need to have, at the current price of XRP, around $21. It's a bit less than that. As you can see there, it's showing $20.75. Now, my wallet balance here, you can see down the bottom here, it doesn't have enough because it's going to look for 11 XRP, and I've only got 0.41 there. You would need to have an amount of at least 11 XRP to get that particular package. Remember, this is the custom package here, where you can have any amount. You saw me even having 50 or 77 or 10, etc. But there's always that extra 1. So that means that when I bought these, I had to have 78 XRP or 11 XRP. Now, I'm going to show you actually me getting one, because every day I'm getting the airdrops. The airdrop is the terminology, okay, for the returns that we're getting. So we're getting these returns. We're earning a passive yield of XRP on our XRP. That's how this arbitrage AI trading bot that has been developed at XAB. Remember, I didn't develop this, and there's no financial advice. This is just Barnaby here from CFIRE.ai. And so inside of CFIRE, we're showing you these premium, amazing opportunities to get passive income. Now, obviously, everything I say here does not have financial advice. I need to fully disclose I did not build this XAB bot at all. I don't actually have anything to do with the company other than being an affiliate. So I'm an affiliate. I like sharing it because inside of CFIRE is the mandate that I've created CFIRE. I'm the founder and CEO to share with people opportunities for passive income, but I go and vet them. That means CFIRE shows you a curation of passive income yield generators. Okay, so that means I've got to put my money where my mouth is. I've invested money in here. I've put money in because of the returns. So again, no financial advice. You need to do your own due diligence, or DD for short. Due diligence is when you do your own research, firstly into XRP, which happens to be the 5th largest cryptocurrency at the moment. It's been around, it's one of the oldest, not quite as old as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been around for 17 odd years, but XRP's been around for about 13 years. It was released in 2012. So XRP has continued to keep growing, and it's the banker's coin. I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail. You can see other lessons here on CFIRE all about why XRP is a fascinating coin. And again, I can't give you financial advice because I'm not licensed, and I'm not even telling you to buy XRP or to do anything actually. I'm purely just educating you on how XRP is one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies, and therefore it is deserving of your attention to at least do some research. Do some research into XRP, number 1, then do some research into arbitrage bots, especially AI automated trading bots, okay? And then have a look at this and go, wow, this one's actually working. It's consistently generating yield. That means a return. And you can see here that I've earned over the last few days an airdrop here of 15.87 XRP. So that's, it's not a large amount. It's about $30 odd, okay? So I'm going to go and transfer that. See, what can I do with that? You can see here is a list, okay? This is showing you all of my earnings. And there's like so many, this is all here. Everything there is on the 22nd, which happened to be yesterday. As of this recording, today is the 23rd of December, 2025. And if I go next, you're seeing that there was like about 10, that's showing 10 at a time, 10 trades yesterday, okay? And all of those trades you can see here, so they're actually all in a profit. This is an automated trading system that is automatically doing, so that's already 20 trades yesterday, at least there. No, that's now 30 trades that were done yesterday. Oh, that's 40 trades that were done yesterday. 50 trades, that's 60, 70, about 75 amounts. Now that there could actually be way more trades than that. Remember, I didn't build this bot. I do know the team, and I've got to know the team. They're a stellar group who've created this. They really, it took some smarts, serious smarts, to develop this automated trading bot. So there could even be way more trades, because what is going on here? This is the releasing, and there was over 75 airdrops. That's what they're calling it. That's what the XAB team are calling the yield generated, okay? And there's reasons why they'd be calling it an airdrop. An airdrop is a term very commonly used in cryptocurrencies for a release of tokens. So they're not calling it a yield. They're not calling it an investment. So that's why they're calling it, you buy a package. You're buying a package. This is the terminology that XAB is using. You're not buying an investment, and you're not getting a yield. You're getting an airdrop. Okay, so that's how the terminology is being used there over on XAB. So I'm going to take my earnings, my airdrops rather, my airdrops of 15, and I'm going to transfer that to fund. Look at this, transfer to fund wallet. That's an internal wallet. So I'm going to transfer all of that. Now, when I do that, there is a DApp fee. A DApp stands for a decentralized application. So a DApp is a common term in Web3, which is blockchain terminology. So this is a DApp, as that's what they're referring, XAB is referring to it. And so they're charging a 2% fee when I move my earnings out of my airdrop balance, okay, and to fund my own wallet, my fund wallet inside their DApp or their app, okay? So I'm going to do that. So I'm happy with I have no choice. I'm going to take the small 2% fee. So am I sure I want to transfer that to my internal fund wallet? Yes, because it's staying within the system, okay? So now I've moved it. So look at that, my current balance, because I already had a little bit in there. You might remember I had like 0.4. So I don't quite have 16 XRP yet. So what could I do with this? Well, I could transfer it to another XAB user in a peer-to-peer. P2P stands for peer-to-peer. I could withdraw it. So I could actually, like, look what happens when I click that. I can send that directly out to my own XRP address. So obviously I've got a separate wallet, nothing to do with XAB. You should as well. You should get your separate wallet, and I can just withdraw that. Okay, so when I withdraw that, there is a processing fee of 8%. Okay, so that means that it's going to cost me 1.2 XRP, and so I'm going to get a net of 14.69. So, that's like, if I'm happy with getting that XRP out of the whole platform, earning that into my separate wallet, what could I do? I could then sell that XRP. I could then, because of the XRP being valuable, it's very easy and very liquid in different markets. So once I've sold it, what could I do? Well, because you've got access to the CFIRE banking platform, you could pop over to CFIRE and you could put that, onto your debit card and spend it, the CFIRE debit card, and spend it at your grocery shop. So this is how you can essentially start to live, because you're able to earn your XRP. You'll be able to sell that. I'll show you in a moment. And you can even move your crypto that you're earning from the XAB bot over here into the CFIRE MasterCard platform that we have over here on CFIRE.app. So you do want to definitely get yourself your CFIRE account. We have many memberships there. Starting, the one you need to get this platform with your MasterCard is the $99 plan for a year. So that's the CFIRE 99 plan. I've already got obviously all of that set up, but I'm not actually going to do the withdrawal, even though I could. Even though it's not much there, I'm only 1.23 XRP. The charge there is roughly around $2.50, let's say. Okay, and I'd be getting into my own separate XRP wallet outside of the system, $27. or thereabouts. But I'm not going to do that because I'm wanting to actually compound. So these are the options. I could transfer that to another internal XAB user. I can do a withdrawal, okay? But I could actually also go and buy another package. And I'm actually enjoying the yield that I'm getting here. So, oh, look at that. It is often just doing a verification. And maybe I was just, look at that. So don't worry when that happens on the XAB. That's just wanting to verify the platform is confirming that I'm a real user. So because of the yield that keeps on, or rather the airdrops that keep on coming through, I feel like buying myself another package, okay? Because that's what you call compounding. So I'm buying more packages instead of calling it investing. Instead of calling it reinvesting, I'm rebuying packages here. So I'm going to add my new package and I'm going to fund, and because I don't have enough yet to do the 50 because I just earned. I'm going to do a custom pack, and you can see here that it comes up an automatic 10,000. So I don't have 10,000 XRP, which would be $19,000. I don't have that in my wallet. What I have, as you see, it's grown to 15.97. Now I can't do 16 because you see I would have to have 17. I can't even do 15 because I'd have to have, I almost have 16, but not quite. So I'm going to do 14, and 14 is going to take out, and it's going to charge me the 1 XRP on top. So every time I do that, which is at the moment, like I was saying, about $1.90. Okay, so I can do 14. I'm going to add a custom package, as you saw in there, because that's the custom pack, 14, and submit that. Yes, I'm sure. So that's going to reduce my wallet balance. And now you can see, there we have it. I've got an extra package in there, but they're all turned off. Now, how do we get them turned back on? I'm sure you're wondering. So I'm going to click on them. What's this? It's as simple as clicking, and I'm going to do the alpha strategy and the compounding reward and one cycle, okay? Don't worry about these other ones for now. Let's just do the alpha, keep it simple. And am I sure I want to receive airdrops? Yes, I'm very sure I want to receive airdrops. Look at that. You see the little guy? He's now on. That means that he's now earning. The others are all still off. So I'm just going to go through, click, do the alpha, the reward, the one cycle. That's the only option there. Click submit. And again, remember, this looks identical on your phone, okay? Whether you're doing this on your laptop, your desktop, or your phone. And I'm just turning each one of these little bots on. Have to do this every Tuesday. You need to mark that in your calendar, perhaps even a Monday evening for where you are in the world. It might depend. But Tuesday is where it's at, and I've turned this on. And now before I turned this on, they were not working. So just to be really clear, I have to just click them, and now they are all trading. You saw that before that, they were not moving, they were not blue, and they were not trading. So if you missed that opportunity, you missed that week of earnings, okay? And I can't buy any other packages right this moment because I don't have enough in my wallet. Okay, you can see now my wallet is down to 0.97. Okay, I can't even, so I can't, I basically withdrew everything and put it in for the trading by adding my extra packages. Okay, so now we're going to be seeing over here, now there's been no new airdrop as of today because my little bots, my XAB bots were turned off. I was waiting to make this video to show you. So normally I would be turning them on for myself. I found I could do it on a Monday evening where I am in the world. Okay, so that way I would never miss out on even any hours at all, okay, of these earnings. So there we go. That's how I've got all my earnings here. Over here, you can see I have a team over here, and there's basically even a tree view over here as well. Like, look at this. So you can see there's my team. It's growing, which is very cool. I can click on the home button. If I want my team to grow, this always pops up when you log in, the little Bangkok event that you want to possibly get your ticket for. That's what the XAB team are doing. But if I want to go and grow my team, I want to click on my little referral link. Now you can see over here, it was all, the only way I could do anything at all, anything was because of funding the wallet. Okay, so when you do share this, you get commissions of XRP in your commission wallet. Okay, and so you see I've already earned 80 because, you know, on a direct referral you get 8%. Okay, so that was around bit over $150. Okay, on that particular one there, which was, that's great, isn't it? And I was able to add that in and compound my returns, my airdrops. Okay, but we're just going to close that down. But the funding the wallet is really what you're going to be wanting to do. And so you need to fund your wallet to get all of this even going. Okay, add fund. So you see you can do all those withdrawals, transfers, etc. So to add, look at this. So that's where you basically need to submit. This is the request amount. Okay, so add fund request. So if you were to start with, at minimum, you need really 11 here, okay? And so that's going to be the absolute minimum that you're going to want to fund, because the minimum is 10 and you need to have the extra 1 on top, okay? And so this is an important point here. It's saying, warning, this network supports destination tag. If the platform you are going to deposit to requires the destination tag, please fill it out correctly. If the platform you are using to make the deposit does not have a destination field, please contact our customer support. So this is, again, from the XAB team. I'll show you. So I'm just going to click, I've confirmed to read that. So that means you can see here that with a lot of XRP transactions, remember, every single thing to do with this bot is only to do with XRP. And sometimes on some platforms, you just have the XRP address. That's what that is there. You can see that's the address. But sometimes, as is the case with the XAB bot, the way that the team built it, it needs also a destination tag. You need both of them to send any XRP. You can't send money. You can't send dollars. You cannot send any dollars into the XAB bot platform, the way that they built it. It doesn't work. You can only send in XRP, and that's what you're seeing here. So it says that this fund request is only valid for 24 hours. Okay, so then this will all vanish. I would have to send 11 XRP only, because I have to type in the exact amount, and it gives me an exact wallet and an exact tag, and all of that will vanish if I don't pay it in less than 24 hours. Copy the address and destination tag and the memo. Sometimes they call the destination tag a memo. So you need to be aware of that too. The destination tag can also be called a memo, and you need both the address and the destination tag memo to make the payment to fund your XAB wallet in here internally. You must include the tag memo. Click fund request to check the status. Okay. Now, when you do this, or if you're going to do this, no financial advice. I'm just the messenger. I'm just teaching you how I've been doing it. Okay. Because remember, this actually is a centralized, fully managed trading fund that the team over at XAB are doing. So what this really means is, if you go and buy some XRP that you've purchased, and then you send your XRP over onto their platform, they have complete control over your XRP. Okay, so you need to know that the XAB team and the AI arbitrage bot are doing all of the trading so that you never have to do any trading, but they have complete custody over your XRP funds. That means that they have complete control. Okay, and you also remember that if you were going to do a withdrawal from the platform, they charge 8% for doing that withdrawal. So this is a team of people with their trading bots that you are sending all of your XRP, which you purchased with your money, over to their managed fund. So you just need to be aware of what you're doing here and how they are running the platform on your behalf with your XRP funds. Okay, so that's a very important distinction to make, that when you send that over. So that's how you add funds in there. Okay, now you might be wondering, how do you even get started with buying? Because it doesn't enable you to even buy any XRP. You have to get your own XRP. Okay, and very soon over here inside of CFIRE, the CFIRE banking platform that I've released here, you basically can very soon you'll be able to buy XRP internally in here. At the moment, we don't quite have that. We enable you to buy USDT. Okay, so you can go and buy inside of CFIRE your own up to even $3,000 of USDT or USDC, two of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the top 10. Okay, that's called stable coins. And when you buy those stable coins, yes, you can go and buy any kind of other crypto, Bitcoin, or even most certainly XRP. So very soon, watch this space, we're going to have XRP available directly inside the CFIRE platform. So what I'm going to show you right now, though, is how another platform, because there's obviously hundreds of platforms out there, hundreds of exchanges, and thousands of exchanges that you can go and actually, not on all of them buy XRP, but on the majority of them. Because obviously ever since XRP won the SEC lawsuit, they've been more prolific on the exchanges that they're running. So I'm going to unlock my Trust Wallet account. So you can see here, I've got installed in my web browser. You can also get this as a completely separate app. Okay, you can get the app and the Trust Wallet, which is this wallet that you can see here on the left. You can see it popping up here in my browser. Okay, so this, I happen to be using the Brave web browser, which is a copy of the Chrome browser. So it's a Chrome extension. Okay, it has got millions of users inside the Trust Wallet, which, as I understand it, is fully owned by Binance. That's what I understand. You should look remember, no financial advice in any of this. You should go and look everything I've been saying for yourself. But the Trust Wallet is certainly one of the biggest wallets out there. And you can actually go and purchase because it's run internally by Binance. So you can buy crypto in here. Look at this. Coming over here to buy crypto. And I'm just going to do the example of, let's say, $1,000. And I'm going to change it because the default is Ethereum. So I'm going to search for XRP. And look, it's giving quite a few options, but you want to choose the one that is not wrapped. It's just straight up regular XRP. Okay, and I've already selected the credit card. And you can see here there's not only one provider. They give many providers. And remember, it's giving an amount of XRP I'm purchasing for $1,000. And it's giving the best rate with MoonPay. Okay, so that means I could click on MoonPay. This is all, so the Trust Wallet itself is not even actually doing the purchase for you. It's using another party called MoonPay, which is, again, a reputable company. So basically, you'd have to sign in directly with MoonPay. I'm not going to do all that right now. I'm just showing you. And from that, you could use MoonPay inside of Trust Wallet to purchase your XRP. And then from there, you would do a withdrawal outside of the Trust Wallet. After you've purchased your XRP, it would land in your Trust Wallet. You would see it inside your Trust Wallet. And from there, you would then send it over from the Trust Wallet. It would be held in here, and you would send it over to your fund wallet inside of the XAB wallet. Okay, and you saw where you had to send it to. Remember, I was showing you that before. When you click on the add fund, and I'm typing in like 11 because you want to do at least 11. Submit. That's the funding the request. And yes, I want to do that funding request, and it's showing exactly. I'm confirming I'm read all of that, and it's giving the address and the destination tag of where to send that to. Now, there's just a couple of other little points inside the XAB, the entire DApp, the decentralized application that they've built. You've already seen the airdrops where I'm earning. This is the home. You can see here where you're getting the referral link right there on the home page. There are the packages. We went through buying that. There's the team. I already showed you that. There's the more button over here. We didn't look at the more button over here. You can see that there's a whole bunch of options on the side here. There's my profile. On my profile, there's a few elements in here. You can see there's a nickname. There's a XRP address. I was wanting to show you this. So you need to add in an XRP address to a separate wallet, which could be your Trust Wallet, for example, because you get your own XRP address, your wallet address inside the Trust Wallet, along with other wallets like Exodus. There are many out there that have. That means that's how you do a withdrawal outside of the XAB bot. So if you're not having that, then if you don't actually have your exterior XRP wallet, all your XRP is only ever staying inside the XAB bot, which might be great. If, remember, no financial advice, you're seeing me, what I'm doing as the educator, I'm just compounding because I'm getting this great return from the airdrops, but I'm certainly going to be wanting to pull XRP out, and I could actually withdraw most of it, but it'll always take that 8% fee. Now, they also do have a relationship. The XAB team have a relationship with a Forex trading firm where you can do a withdrawal into that. That'll be a whole other training because they give you a bonus, okay, on doing the withdrawal over there into the Forex. But we're not talking about that right now. I'm just showing you how all these functions work. And you might want to go through all of these other elements over here, like including your two. So I just wanted to go through all of that with you today. And that's the entire platform on all the core functions of you being able to use your new XAB bot. Thanks again for everybody for being here, and it's been a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing you in CFIRE. Remember to make sure you go and get your package over on CFIRE so you can start using the full MasterCard platform that we have for you, so you can actually take your earnings that you've got out of XAB and even be able to spend it wherever you want in the world. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you in the next one.